Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about MAC eyeshadow finishes. Okay, there are 9 of them, and I'm going to go through each one by one and tell you as much as I know about each one of them. The first one is matte, which is basically flat, no shine, no glitter, nothing, just flat. And it is also the one that's going to give you the best color payoff. The most famous one is probably carbon, and people usually use carbon to just darken up their look. They're not necessarily using it for color. Um, they do have other matte shadows, however, that people can use for the purpose of color. But carbon is the one that most people know. So it's just flat, no shine, nothing. And then matte squared, which when you see it in print is matte with a little raised 2 above it, is basically the same as matte, only even more flat. It's just very, very intense color payoff. The next one is Satin, which is probably MAC's most frequent finish. They seem to put out the most eyeshadows with Satin, probably because it's universally flattering on everyone. It's just a very shiny finish. It has no frost to it. The most famous satin finish shadow is probably Shroom. Most people that collect MAC eyeshadows have this in their collection. They use it as a highlight color. It looks like that. See, it's shiny, but there's no frost to it. And I don't know how well my lighting is actually going to pick up on shine or, things like that. But most people do know what Shroom looks like. So, Satin is basically just shiny. And then the next one is Frost. And the most famous Frost is more than likely Satin Taupe. And that's what Frost looks like. That's what Satin Taupe looks like, or the Frost finish. And it's, just like the name implies, it's frosty. It's shiny, but it's frosty at the same time. Now the downside to Frost finishes, it's going to emphasize any lines and wrinkles that you have. So if you're older, you may not want to use a Frost finish. I do anyway, because I find that for some reason the prettiest colors always seem to be a Frost finish. I don't know. But anyways, that's Frost. And the next one is Luster. And this is Aquadesiac. This is a luster. And this is like a satin, but it has glitter in it. And when you touch it, it feels kind of like chunky. A luster is a little bit more difficult to blend because of the texture of it. The next one is Velvet, and unfortunately I do not have a Velvet to show you, but Velvet is basically a very soft eyeshadow that does not have good color pigmentation. It's a very subtle, soft wash of color. So if you want something subdued and muted, that would be a good finish for you if you don't like dramatic looks. And then the next 2 are Veluxe and Veluxe Pearl. Veluxe is smooth and silky with a super fine texture. It's very pigmented. And then a Veluxe Pearl is that, but with shine. I do not have a regular Veluxe, but I do have Veluxe Pearl. The most well-known is probably All That Glitters. And that's what a Veluxe Pearl looks like. Okay, and last but certainly not least is my favorite MAC eyeshadow finish, and that is Starflash. Starflash came out about 2 years ago with its own collection, And the one that I have is called Smoke and Diamonds, and it looks like that. And it is soft, creamy, blends like a dream. It's so finely milled that it's just very, very soft. And I love the Smoke and Diamonds color. It kind of looks like somebody took a pepper shaker and shook it over my finger, but with shine. That's what it reminds me of. But, so it's very, very shiny, very creamy, wonderful to work with and blend. Starflash is my favorite finish. But different people have different preferences, you know. It depends on what you're going for a look, and, you know, what you like. So those are all the MAC eyeshadow finishes for now. I'm sure that someday in the future they may add more, or they may even dump some of the ones that they currently have. But I thought some of you might find this interesting. So thank you for watching, and if you don't already follow me on Twitter, my name on Twitter is the exact same thing as it is here on this channel. And thank you to everyone for entering my giveaway that I'm having. I got a huge response for that, and I wish you all the best of luck. And have a great weekend. Bye.